What is going on, everybody? 'Tis I, Photo Dave, and this is the Monday Night Toy Picks live stream finally coming to you from the official office of Toy Picks. I'm pretty excited about that. It's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to get this done for at least the past month and a half. Now we're good. Now I'm stoked. And you can actually see stuff behind me. Now, clearly, the lighting's going to need some help. I'm thinking I need complementary colors. Maybe a little orange, a little cyan, some white light, but nothing like the giant fluorescence that I have above me right now. So look as the weeks progress for the environment in here to change ever so slightly. Plus, I need a little more going on in the background. Anyway, tonight, what we're talking about is all the craziness basically that's been popping up. What we were going to talk about is JoeFest, and we're still going to talk about JoeFest, but there's a lot to add on to it, including a whole lot of MothX, a Cyclops by SHF that was rumored by Kaiju Daddy way back when, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, where he had said that SHF was going to dip into that sweet, sweet comic book Marvel stuff. And now we're seeing it, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, we got plenty to talk about. And I've even got tabs called up for most of them. So, let's get this party started. Let me know if you're on the replay crew what the figure that we've been seeing revealed, I guess just today. We've got 7 MothX figures that we got fully revealed. We've got some Mega Man figures. We saw Cyclops. What are you most looking forward to in that crew? And now, without any further ado, let us get to the chat and kick it off with my friend and yours, Sci-Fi George. Sci-Fi, what do you have? Greetings and toytations, everyone. A couple weeks ago, I said that this must be the year of Conan, with all of the Barbarian and Conan homages coming out. Well, apparently, it's also the year of, I'm going to guess, Marvel versus Capcom. Let's see if my guess is correct. We're going to try this. Marvel versus Capcom. Yes. With everyone doing their own side of the battlefield. Storms, Ken and Ryu figures are the talk of the town. I enjoy what Jada has done, but seeing all of the fighting poses, hold on, I still have some stuff going on my desk I gotta figure out. And look, it's all shaking a little bit. Gotta work on that perhaps. Okay. Including Ken doing a fighting pose fully balanced on his tiptoe left me all agog. Jada is the nice looking girl you've been on 3 dates with. You go over to her house and her mother, Storm Street. Uh-oh. 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 Don't do it, Sci-Fi. Don't do it. Don't you. Oh, Fighter Alpha walks out and she's gorgeous and single. Remember, it's only been 2 dates and your options are very much open, fellas. And now, coming downstairs is her cousin, SH Figure Art Cyclops. Oh no, I'm liking this a little more as we go here, Sci-Fi. Gamerverse edition with multiple heads, effects, and pixel optic blast. Background, you have options, guys. Cyclops is a wee bit smaller in comparison, but nothing you can't fix with some height adjustment. I've been saying that for me for a long time. What do we have? Oh, Mr. Spencer, hola, sir. Thanks for stopping in. Sci-Fi, it seems, did it cut you off? Oh my gosh, Spaded One. Figure Arts better start dropping reveals for that Gamerverse line like crazy for me to care. That Cyclops looks incredible, but he won't scale with anything other than other Figure Arts. And I've been reading, it looks like he's actually smaller than the Figure Arts Ryu, which could be bad juju. Paul, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. That's right, cheesy voice. Also a little mad at MothX for MothX John Connor, a 2-pack with another T800. Yeah, I don't know what to... we talked about some. I don't know what they were thinking. You, of course, probably called it out. They'll buy because they're nerds. Sci-Fi, or just turn off the lights. We're back. And pretend. Now back to you, Dave. And with fire, earth, wind, water, and heart, by your powers combined, we are the esteemed chat. The power is yours. Wow. I just went with that guy. Holy crap. The blue dude. I didn't pay much. Captain Planet. Yeah, that's his name. I didn't pay much attention. Who recycles? I kid. Spaded wine, I'll take a fine wine over a microbrew any day. Now, see, I got good at the drinking thing for a time, to the point where I was good at the liquor and the beer and decided not to get good at the vino as well. So I don't know. I don't think I could take a fine wine. That would be disheartening. Was have we? John dibs on not heart. I likes it. All right. So that's what we've got right now. Why don't we just go ahead and jump right in? This is where I want to do the things. So the first thing we're going to talk about is I want to jump into the whole JoeFest thing. And let's start it off with some fresh monkey fiction. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Red. Hang on, I gotta sign out of some other stuff. Oh boy, the windows got confusing. But this is, we have some Animal Warriors of the Kingdom background going on. That's pretty crazy. Wait a sec, what did I hit? I did not hit Fresh Monkey Fiction. I hit Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. Very nice. We were going to talk about that too anyway. Let's keep going because, yeah, I like the video showing all the things. It looks good. But I also like the pictures. Now, who is stoked about some of this stuff? Like, I love the paint job on a bunch of these figures. It looks more, I don't know if it looks more lifelike than these original ones or not. Let me go back because I had it called up and then I did poorly. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Barbarians ahoy. You were not wrong, sci-fi. This stuff's looking great. And I love the crazy, just all the different animals going on, all the different anthropomorphic stuff. That was something that I was going to get big into for a while there. But who is collecting AWOC? I know obviously Brick is, if he's listening. I know he's into it. Who else out there is really going hardcore for this stuff? Because I'm really liking the look of it. I have yet to dive in, but I do think this is one that I'm going to have to at least give a test drive to. My fear, as is always, is that I'll fall down the rabbit hole of the AWOC. But they do look like they'd be an okay rabbit hole to fall down into. So let me know what's everybody thinking. Holy crap, guys. I just talked all that about AWOC. I looked through them, and I just realized we're on Fresh Monkey Fiction for you. Hang on, my bad. We'll come back to the AWOC. Sorry, folks. So we have Fighting Crime in a future time with Bulletproof there. He's looking fantastic. This is back to Fresh Monkey Fiction. Let me go make sure you guys aren't totally roasting me for my idiocy. And if you are, well, I earned it because of that idiocy. Oh, that was totally me saying I'd take the mom in that scenario. Fair. I probably need to read a little better. Need to think a little more. Wreckship, ahoy. JoeFest 2025 was an incredible show. Met a ton of people in person that I've chatted with over the past year since last JoeFest. Plenty of goodies were bought by yours truly. Very nice, Wreckship. This is what we like to hear, man. I likes it. Holy crap, I've got a crowd. All right. John, what's going on? Okay, I totally pre-ordered Bulletproof. Good man. Because, yeah, Bulletproof looks great. And let's go with, I don't know why, but this Fresh Monkey figure makes me really want to see someone do Eternal Champions. I don't even know Eternal Champions Spaded One. You are once again speaking above my pay grade. Great googly moogly. Your screen is just, dang it. Okay, so it was early on that you guys caught me being a Nimrod. All right, we'll keep going. I'll read you roasting me. All right. Thanks, John, for engaging the people. Very awesome. Very much appreciated. Clank, what's going on, man? Hey, Clank, by the way, I've got Long Haul and Hook. They were supposed to be here Sunday, but they're delivering by FedEx. So now it looks like they'll be here tomorrow. Anyway, I'm really stoked to finally get those. And I have Scrapper and Bone Crusher that we're processing earlier today. Maybe they've been shipped today. So my Devastator, which is why I got back into Transformers, will be 2/3 of the way complete. What do we have? We got the people saying, hola to the people. This is where I'm going to be made to feel silly. You really should give a Mezco figure a test drive through the old lens. I know. And I keep looking at them. There's so much that I have to triage right now, but it should ease up here within the next month. I find it funny that Photo Dave hasn't picked up any AWOT, but his persistent pushing of Thane is why I bought some. Dude, Thane is awesome. Thane is a monkey, John, and just wait till we get to some more fresh monkeys. I mean, monkeys should be picked up. Always. I finally pulled the trigger on Nemesis Immortal off eBay. Nice. I thought he looked really good. I'm not a big fan of the whole Cobra Law thing, but there is something to be said about a good figure is just straight up a good figure. So I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, now that we're back here with the fresh monkey stuff, we got Bulletproof. We got whatever this thing is, and great googly moogly, everything they show off, I dig. That's why they're a problem for me. We've got, what is, Pumpkin Boy, is that right? Or Halloween Boy? Halloween Boy, that's who that is. I don't know my things, but you guys know that. We'll keep partying now. And you know what kills me is there's a little blue dot on the tab that indicates that I need to be, or that I'm on the window that StreamYard is presenting. And I totally missed that when I was doing all the things. All right, so we've got a couple agents here. I'm assuming they're for Monster Force. Oh, speaking of, ladies and gents, seriously, monkeys, gorillas, all those things should be bought all the time. And who am I sitting here saying these things? I should not be. I'm basically being a total hypocrite because I have not picked any of these monkeys up. They must be purchased. There we go with some more goodness. I love the look of all this stuff. Like the Fresh Monkey Fiction / Big Bad Workshop guys are just absolutely killing it. And I mean, a skeleton, another skeleton. There's so many skeletons out there right now. Okay, we have a skeleton with a huge machine gun and a red cloak. Just that image, that's a necessity now. And these, ladies and gentlemen, the one with the eye patch is an absolute necessity. Now, I think I have kind of a type when it comes to spy action figures. And they've got to do a little James Bond stuff. So that's why when I talk about wanting a Gomez, I want the Casino Gomez that has the James Bond thing going on. Pretty good stuff. Pretty cool. That's why I need this particular monkey. But I also need the other. Like, I feel like if you're getting stuff from Fresh Monkey Fiction, one, Monster Force is awesome, but two, it's Fresh Monkey Fiction. You, of course, need the fresh monkeys. So yeah, let's see what everybody else is thinking about what Fresh Monkey Fiction showed up at JoeFest. I know we've seen pretty much all of it, but it's pretty cool. The one female looks like a dreadnought. Ooh, I did not notice. Hang on. I'm going to go back there real quick. Let's see. Oh, you're not wrong. I did not notice the other. I just saw the other pretty much up front and didn't really look at the one in the back, but you're totally right. Ooh, obviously the one up front looks a little more like a regular military type person. Oh, that's a good call, John. Ooh, I wonder what they're going to do with that. Let's see. You see the Mofex Black Knight Crusader yet? Dream figure, and it's an exclusive. Oh, that one was seen, Spaded One. We'll be talking about that. That one, yeah, there's a lot of Mofex that's going to be chatted about this fine evening, too. Pixelated Poses, what's up, sir? Hello, fellow collectors. Good to see you, man. Always kosher. Oh, snap. Chimpanzees. Dude, we need those. We need anything that is a monkey Or Chimpeewee? Oh wait, Chimpeewee. Good God, man, you are not wrong. I thought that when I saw that, but didn't want to say it. Oh, Dave, the one without the eye patch looks like a monkey version of Buckaroo Banzai, which is beyond a must-buy for me. See, we've got two things now. We've got a Buckaroo Banzai and a Pee-wee for that one. Oh, thank you for keeping the people engaged, Paul. I appreciate it, man. Okay, John, good call. Spaded one could be Pee-wee as well. Oh man, that is that. Oh dear. Nolan, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. It's good times. How does the sound? How does the sound, guys? How's the audio coming across? Does it sound all right? When I first started speaking back here, like when I first got into this office space, it sounded like I had a bit of an echo going on. So I'm curious how it sounds on the live stream right now. Woo-hoo! Harry, what's up? Get your hands off those damn dirty apes. They are apes. I know, but the word monkey is so much funnier than the word apes. So of course I'm going to say monkey. Look at that thing. Like, truly, my eye always goes to the gorillas, to the chimps, to the monkeys. They just, for whatever reason, I really think that I should build a giant chimpanzee, gorilla, monkey army. But obviously, the one with the eye patch is the way to go. Maybe we can, I don't know. Pee-wee, I haven't seen Buckaroo Banzai, so that might be why that didn't register with me. But there is a Pee-wee thing going on here. I wonder what the extra heads would be for this guy. It's probably up for pre-order on BBTS, and I just haven't paid any attention. But that's what we've got when it comes to the fresh monkeys. Let's go with a few more comments, and we'll move on. Audio's good, no real echo. Thank you, John. I appreciate it, man. Ooh, if you can't do fine wine, then how about abdomen ripple? Drink it with beer and you got bripple. I'm in. Oh dear, sci-fi. Spaded one. Oh man, a bomb just went off on my head and it won't stop until I see a Mezco Pee-wee Herman Deluxe with Cherry. Oh, even I know who Cherry is. That would be crazy. That'd be like getting two figures and one of them being huge. Like imagine how deep that box would have to be. That's insanity. Phrasing, Dave, phrasing. All right. We'll go two more. We'll jump. I like all these chimps I see, from Chimp Punky to Chimp Pee-wee. Dr. Seuss in the house. I like it, Spaded. John, funnily, both Pee-wee and Buckaroo have a similar style and both wear a red bow tie with gray suit. Ah, perhaps it's the shoes. What do you think? Who's got the white tennis shoes? Because I don't know there. All right, let's get out of this one. We have gone over the fresh monkeys. Let's see if I actually find this time. Ooh, look, and my head's not ridiculously huge and everybody's not looking up at me. I like this angle a lot more because in real life, nobody's looking up at yours truly. Okay, let's see here. Which one do I want to? Let's just start at the top. And yeah, it's not AWOC yet, but it will be. Don't worry. We got to talk ramen because Ace came to play. Like, look at that. And he is, I don't know if you guys have noticed this. I ordered the regular Super Musk, so I can't wait for that to show up. That's going to just set off the diodes like mad. And truly, I can't wait. But if you notice, the Ace is like, you know what I'm going to do now when I go to display stuff? I'm going to stack up and make it like, I can't remember what he called it. Something like the Musk Supreme or something like that, which is, of course, a Musk with sour cream. Sorry, that joke has been made by pretty much everybody, but it sounded good at the time. But yeah, you'll notice that like what I ordered and what others I'm sure ordered here is the Super Musk, which is just this top sewer floor and the street going on up here and the walls and all that. He's adding a couple sewer extras on the bottom. And I'm sure that's brilliant marketing. That's sitting there saying, hey guys, look what you could do with just a couple more. So I love that he's doing that, actually. I kind of find it funny. Now we've got some Aces of Aviation, which is a whole ton going on with the Top Gun crew. And obviously we've got Brave Star, who's looking pretty insane, like the Marshal, and then whatever his horse is. I vaguely remember the cartoon. I don't remember it that well. And then we've got Makina, or whatever he's calling the mask line. But yeah, that shark looks pretty sweet. And he's just using, I love that he's using the musk to just display all this stuff. He's like, yeah, it's huge. Take that. Now, I don't know what's going on with this. Let me see here. Please do not handle me. Ah, okay. I wonder, I should probably just scan that QR code, see what happens. Now, here's where it gets exciting. Check this out. One of the things that I think a lot of companies are going to be able to start doing is making just generic, even if it's out of their head, military vehicles. You know, they don't have to make anything that looks like real world. And that would totally work with any of your G.I. Joe Classified, with your Action Force, with any of that. And I think people might go nuts, because it does seem that, especially Action Force and G.I. Joe, a lot of cross-pollination going on there, and each crew really has their rabid fans. So when somebody sees stuff like this, they're going to go nuts for it. And I think it's just a great idea to do this kind of thing. So yeah, that's what's going on when it comes to Ace. Now I'm going to take it back to here and just leave it. Well, is it that one, or should I go? Yeah, let's go back to that one. And then we're going to go over a little bit more to see more of Ace's stuff. But let's see what everybody's saying when it comes to Mr. Ramen himself. Sci-fi. And what's your name? The name's Pooh Monkey Pooh. I like my bananas yellow and peeled with a splash of coconuts. I used to have a sign in my bathroom, and I've still got it somewhere. It was a simple wooden sign that said, "Caution, monkeys fling poo." Because that's what monkeys do, man. It's important to know. I mean, it's really informative. Buckaroo has white shoes, plays guitar, and would be more likely than Pee-wee to have a katana. Ah, okay. So that might be a little bit, they might have thought, let's get a twofer on this one. Oh, Ghost Tab, good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. It's party time. Harry, the chimp in the gray suit, could be a Doctor Who. Good Lord, man. I need to start thinking before I read it so I can get the joke the first time. Spaded, Ace, please. This is all too much. I can't take all this goodness. You will take it, Spaded One, and you will like it. And Ace will keep making it. Nolan. Ah, yes, keeping the people engaged. Much appreciated, man. John, I thought of Aces of Aviation, but you can only get Maverick in a case. $550. Wow. You get dupes to sell, but that's a lot of money. Oh, man. I did not look that closely into that. That is crazy. But who wants Maverick? You can get Goose. You can get Iceman. 30-30 from the show. Ace's version is 3-0. Okay. That's right. I forgot that, because I saw that and I thought, really? 3-0? There's a 3-0. Ace, what are you doing? John, I think you're right, but they could have used a different tie to be more obvious. Ah. See, this is me not knowing my Buckaroo bonsai. JoeFest was a blowfest. How do you show off actual figures months ago at ToyFest and then later at JoeFest only show renders of those same figures? Not to mention talking about a comic and not figures. Yeah, there is a little bit of that. I'm just stoked to see a lot of the Fresh Monkey stuff, and I think the Aces stuff looks good, but I hear what you're saying. It would be nice to get some reveals. Although, I don't know, is JoeFest a place that really does much reveals? On your live stream. All right. Hang on. Salai. Spaded, because gray suit and red bow ties, instant Pee-wee reference to mainstream. See, I am the lame stream. The mainstream, the lame stream, whatever you want to say. Sci-fi still no cop pre-orders. Man, yeah, I hope that's gotta happen this week, or it's gotta happen in June. Like if that doesn't happen in June, that's gonna leave a mark, I think. Ghost Tab, the Musk is looking like the inside of a display case. Use extrusions to build a frame. Yeah, and I think that's kind of what Ace is hoping people do. And that's why he's gone with this like ultimate must deal and displayed his stuff in there. I think he's hoping people are gonna do that. And I think it's a great looking display. While I could now afford a Musk, I no longer have space for it. Oh, uh, space and money, the banes of toy collectors everywhere. I really want to see a company like Movex take a swing at a fully articulated hip monkey. Oh man, I wonder how it would do. I had the Marvel Legends hip monkey and I wasn't that impressed, but it was a monkey. Harry, Dave, have you talked about Valaverse DFW exclusive yet? I have not, Harry. Is that the White Praetorian? Or am I off? Because I don't know that I saw that. If it wasn't the White Praetorian. JoeFest isn't necessarily the place for actual product reveals outside of the show exclusives, but the frustration of sci-fi is real for those wanting the line. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't seem. I was trying to come up with what kind of reveals usually happen there, but I don't. My brain totally blanked. Harry, no, it's cooler. Oh dear. I may need to try and find these. Probably just go to Valaverse. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's just going to the other. That's just looking at the other screen there, the next picture over. What I wanted to do, I know that Ace has the Aces of Aviation here. Here we go. Better picture of these guys. I thought he had one where we could kind of cycle through them. Maybe not. Let me see. Ah, here we go. This might be it. Brave Star with the horse guy. Or, I'm sorry, the Marshal with 3-0. Ah, and that was it. 3-0 looks kind of cool, I have to say. And I think the Marshal looks good as well. I just never, like I said, I vaguely remember the cartoon. Like, I always dug the cowboy type stuff, but for whatever reason, I just didn't get into this. So I don't know much here. What is, dang, I was sure, okay, I'm sure we're past it now, but I was sure Ace had it so we can look at the Aces of Aviation better. Maybe, here we go. There it is. We could get the Val Kilmer. I can't remember this guy's name, but I can obviously picture the man. Okay. So it's $550 to get Maverick. That's probably so he can afford the court case against Tom Cruise. If it were to happen. He's like, okay, everybody that wants a Maverick, we're gonna just make this really pricey for you. Michael Ironside, he's a legend. That's right. Why could I not come up with that? Oh, I'm glad you're here, John, because I don't know things. Goose, Val Kilmer. This is pretty sweet. This is all good stuff. All right. So that's it, I'd say, for Ramen. Let's get out of here. Shut that down. And now we will present more. Where am I at here? Let's try this one. There we go. Okay, this is back when I was talking about the AWOC stuff. Here's the AWOC stuff. Now that just looks like a dude. Okay, so these guys are throwing down with the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. I do like the lion here. God, there's so much imagination that went into this that it's difficult for me because what if I jump into the line and I really like it and then I can't get some of the early stuff? So that's kind of just how my brain's working for this. but I don't know. What do you guys think? How do you handle such things? Like, what do you do when you jump in late into a line? Do you decide, okay, I'm going to go nuts and I'm going to go back and I'm going to try and get all the stuff from before? Or is it more that you just want, I mean, I think most sane people, I'm not sure I'm one of those, would look at it and say, okay, I really think this first figure they did a couple years ago is awesome. I'm going to try and track down that one figure. But my brain might decide, ooh, this is sweet. Now I need to go back and get all of them. So how do you guys handle that? If you jump into a line a little late, what do you do? Do you go back? Do you backtrack? Do you load up? Or do you just get the few that you see that you think are amazing? What have we? John, you get two of each other and a third of three of them. Of the AWOC, or are you talking, you're talking the, oh, okay, you're talking the aces, I think. Green transparent Praetorian with dual chain guns, dual flamethrowers. I think I did see that, Harry. I think we might have talked about that in the last one, but I have no problem going to find it again. John, still waiting on the AWOC Kickstarter. I had to lower my backing due to the Ramen Racer, but still looking forward to them. Nice. Nolan, if I remember correctly, those humans are the human forms of Pale and Kali. Oh, the one looked, I couldn't have told you the one was Pale, but the other did look like Kali a little. No, actually, it was Pale that looked more. I looked at them and I recognized them for they looked similar to the other one. I clearly don't know what I'm talking. Kali is the villain blue monkey leader, right? And Pale is the heroic white monkey leader. Is that pretty close? John, when I get into a line late, I try to get them in chunks, themes if possible, like Crimson Guys, then Dreadnoughts, for example. Got it, John. Okay. I wouldn't have thought of that. Ghost Tab, I jump late into Jada, so I buy the figure I like the most first, and then another the same line each month. Oh, I like that idea, Ghost Tab. It's kind of like you're limiting yourself a little bit, but you are working towards finishing them off. Spaded, I don't mind backtracking on small lines, but I learned a serious lesson with NECA TMNT, particularly the Toon line. Yeah, that one will come back and get you, for sure. Toy Odyssey, what's up, man? Thank you for stopping in. We are chatting all the JoeFest things right now. Nolan, I usually just cherry pick on them. Well, with most lines, I cherry pick. See, I wish my brain would allow that. Like I've had to look at, say, the Mofex, and I've got Psych here for our Mofex just comic figures. And even then I'm like, okay, let's just try and stick with the 616 and the DC Prime and all that. But I'm still tempted to go back and get all the Mofex because I love the way they look and I love the execution. So yeah, I wish my brain would not be that way. Pixelated, I tend to work easiest to more difficult, to more difficult to find. That tends to also be less to more expensive. That gives me time to decide if the expensive ones are needs or wants. That's a good call too, Pixelated. Ooh, I like that. Now I'm close to completing what's come out from Jada so far. But Jada, the prices are still pretty reasonable on all of them, so it wouldn't really work there. But I could start doing that with the Mofex stuff. I really like that idea. Guys, does anybody do what Pixelated does as well? I like doing that and combine it with the one a month. That's a cool idea. Like I'm waiting for low enough prices or re-releases of a few Mofex Spider-Man figs. Yeah, Spaded one, that's going to be crazy. On the plus side, if you don't have the Scarlet Spider, the new one might be the way, depending, of course, on if you want to go pony up for the exclusive stuff. Yep, you got it. Awesome. Let's see. Toy Odyssey, Mofex Adult Miles just got reissued. I know. I want Mofex so badly to give us a teenager Miles. Like that would be up there. That's not as high as a comic book Wonder Woman, but a teenager Miles is pretty close. Pixelated, the Toy Odyssey. Yeah, waiting can be beneficial if there are reissues or some other line makes a better version. Man, yeah. I like these ideas, guys. These are fantastic. I have the old Mofex Scarlet Spider, so I'll probably pass on the new one. The new shading looks great, though. I was wondering, so they're calling it the comic version, but they didn't really do the comic shading like they did with the first Spider-Man comic one that they did, where they called it comic. And it had like the sharper lines. Like I was wondering why they didn't use sharper lines on his face, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. We'll get there. Toy Odyssey. Also, Mofex Deadpool can now be bought on eBay for 85 shipped. Man, Toy Odyssey, I saw that. And Wolverine is not crazy pricey. The Tiger Stripe one, I don't have that one either. So those guys are very tempting. I might end up jumping on those sometime in the next month or two. Because, yeah, necessary. I'm in for that Miles re-release. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people wanted it to happen, so I'm stoked about it. It's just not a 616, so I'm out. But the fact that it's going to happen for so many people is pretty awesome. All right, let's keep going here. Get just a few more looks at the whole booth going on with AWOC. And there you be. Let's get out of here. And now what we're going to show. Now we're getting to go. Savage Crucible. And I found this video. I don't know exactly where we're at in the video. Actually, I think it just started. So we kind of just see what they've got going on. And I love this, the Elric of Melnibone. And I don't know much, obviously, about any of these things. But man, the work that they put into these figures, look at that. It's ridiculous. And I'm gonna keep letting this video play. And once it gets back to the beginning of the video, then we'll just discuss what all the stuff is that we just saw. But that extra head, I think we've seen him before. He looks familiar, but it's always cool to just see him like this. And excuse me, while this is happening, I'm popping open a bubbly. It's fizzy, oddly enough. All right. Let's see. I feel bad because I'm like, all right, these are the people I'm sure behind it that did a killer job. I just want to see the toys. Death Dealer. This thing looks amazing. And you guys know I don't know anything about Conan, but this just looks like, ugh. So much Savage Crucible goodness that they throw into this stuff. But who knows? I'm gonna really try and focus the collection for now. And if I get this stuff, I'm just gonna decide which one I'm gonna jump into, like not collection, but which figure I'm gonna jump in on to test drive and see what I think. But I know people like the good Mr. Matson, who has been on here, talks about just how incredible Savage Crucible is, and their looks are amazing. And then we're going to get into, I'm sure, even more when it comes to all this. Oh, wow. Like the paint, the articulation is crazy. I love the dio that was built for him. Ooh, I still don't have a Lemurian. I need a Lemurian or a Lemurian, however you pronounce it. What is this? Holy crap. Guys, seriously? I obviously didn't watch this all the way through. My God, do we have a Komodo dragon? That might be. I might have just found the figure I need to buy. Whichever one comes with a Komodo dragon. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. It feels like we're sitting on these for a little bit, but just looking at the way that it was set up, the display. Do these bases come with them? Because those bases are ridiculous. And yeah, now just going through this. Oh, man. It is all just so good. It's not fair, really, because I love that they're doing this because it's going to force other companies to just step it up, but it's a line I'm not into yet. This is why it's not fair. I don't know what's going on here. They showed basically an arch with a bunch of stuff. Oh, man. Yeah, I know that it's kind of different for us to just be going through a video like this, but the thing is, when I was looking, I didn't see tons of photos of this setup. So I wanted to make sure and show it as much as possible. And wow, yeah, this video is definitely getting it done. Oh, there you go, guys. If you're not watching with your phone. Oh my God. We're going Vikings now. Oh, all right. Yep. Just that probably convinced me that this is necessary. All right. Let's go into StreamYard. Let's see what the people are saying because that is ridiculous. All right. Spaded One. Really need Mofex to do some more Spidey villains ASAP. Man, and the worst is, I don't think I heard them in the big rumor. I don't think they said anything like Green Goblin or Rhino or Doc Ock or any of that stuff. But they seriously need to reissue Brown Suit Wolverine. I recently seen two actions. Let's see, sell for two action figures, sell for $620 and $500. I have that Brown Suit Wolverine. Wow. You see that and you're kind of like, I wonder if I should maybe put him up for sale. I don't want to, though, because I really like the figure. Dave, you have to check out the Collegiate Legends figures. They've got all the necessary articulation points and all the hands you could want for a football player. Ah, who all are they showing off, Red Ship? I want to find them. We'll see if they're on this. We'll see if they're in this Instagram feed. Savage Crucible is a great line. I admire it from afar, though just can't get into another line at the moment. I get it, Nolan. That's why I'm sitting here going, oh, they're so good, but no, must not. Two auctions. Got it. Got it. Thank you, Toy Odyssey. That is insane, though. 620 and 500? Spaded. I need to start looking more seriously into these medieval fantasy lines. The Mezco King Conan got me wanting to world build a little. Oh, yeah, and I think these would go perfect with that thing. Pixelated. Nolan's same. I'm afraid of the rabbit hole. Yep. They look amazing and they move extraordinarily well. They come with all the things. This is a truly photogenic figure line, and I'm just like, can't pull the trigger. Mofex Deadpool is / was up on Nerdzoic as well. Nice. I don't mention Nerdzoic enough. Like, he is one of us, ladies and gentlemen, and we need to be on his store more. I need to get over there more. Pixelated, right? It's a slippery slope. Yeah. That's why test driving a figure is so hard. Like, I should probably find the figure that I find least appealing to test drive. Spaded. I got that Mofex Deadpool re-release last week and couldn't be happier. Had a stockpile of old classified guns waiting for him. Nice. Ah, who is Wade without his guns? The SC Death Dealer looks amazing, an easy buy. Yeah, he looks incredible. And like I say, I don't know anything, but I see that and I'm just going, ooh, ooh. Right Ship. They had Alabama and Army figures at the show to purchase. Then they have BYU, South Carolina, Clemson, and someone else, I think, too, on display that will come out later on this year. Okay. All right. I didn't see any Michigan players on that list, so I'm not sure it's a real line yet. Spaded, hold up. Is that an articulated 1/12 Komodo dragon? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's whoever comes with that. If it's not sold separately, that's probably the Savage Crucible figure I'm going to go with. That thing was amazing. All right. All right. So there we go with Savage Crucible. This stuff is crazy. I loves it. I loves it a lot. But man, is it I know there are some lines that I know if I pick something up, it's going to be a slippery slope, and this is one of them. Nolan got my first Mezco figure last week. Just had to get Biker Gomez. Nice, Nolan. What do you think of him? I still haven't gotten a Mezco figure, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I want to find out what the people are thinking. Oh my goodness. Ship. They were trying to get Michigan figures made, but that NIL deal might have gone sour potentially from what I heard. Oh no. I mean, it's not a real line if it doesn't at least have Charles Woodson. Spaded one. Nolan, congrats. Gomez figures are always a treat. Spaded, which Gomez figures do you have? I'm curious because I mean I know you've been on that Mezco train now for a little while. Paul, hope you're doing well. Paul is crushing it here in this chat. I'm thinking Nolan. So yeah, just buy the Mezco. Oh, the Death Dealer. That's right. Love him. Well worth it. Oh man, dang it! You're not supposed to say these things. All right, let's close this down now, ladies and gentlemen. What we have now is stuff that I did not expect to be seeing. You know what? Before we get into that, just because I am indeed such a tease, I want to find an image because I didn't. Here we go. Let's just go right to the source. Fantastic. Alrighty, I lucked out. We shall now present this because I knew people would want to talk about this. All right, folks, we've got the SHF Gamerverse Cyclops. Now, like we said earlier in the stream, this was mentioned by Kaiju Daddy, not specifically, but it was mentioned that SH Figuarts were going to get into doing some Marvel Comics action figures, and clearly we have one here. So I want to know, people have seen this. What are your thoughts? I looked at it. This is confirmed to be 145 millimeters tall, which is about 5.7 inches. And I think this Cyclops, the Mofex one, is more like 6.25, maybe a little taller. So yeah, this Cyclops is not going to fit with pretty much anything you probably already have. Even SHF, for what they're doing here, based on the fact that some people are saying they think he's going to be shorter than the Ryu. So I don't know. Like, I think he looks good. Hold on. Let's see if, let's go down to these pics. There we go. Okay. Like, I think he looks really good. Now, one thing I don't like about SHF, at least this figure, they might be doing different things with Goku now, the most recent Goku, but I don't know. So let me know if I'm off, is the way they do the hips. Like, I just don't, this just doesn't look good to me. And people were saying, what was it? Like, basically the thong. They say Psych looks like he's got a thong. That doesn't really, it doesn't look too bad to me. That's not what's throwing me off. What's throwing me off is this big overlap. This just looks like odd articulation. But what really throws me off is the fact that he's so small. Now, somebody brought up in a comment that maybe it has to do with licensing because we've already got Mofex overseas, another Japanese company, doing these things in pretty close to 1/12 scale. Obviously, Marvel Legends, even with their size creep, they're doing it pretty close to 1/12 scale. And so the thought behind the idea that maybe it's licensing is in order to make it work so that SHF can put these out, they had to go a little smaller so it didn't seem to compete, so it wouldn't fit in with other lines that are out there. I don't know if that's the thing. It makes some sense, but also SHF figures always run smaller than other lines. That said, I think it looks really good. One thing, though, that does kind of bug me, one thing that bugs me about the Mofex Cyclops is this harness piece is so tight that it's hard to get much articulation here. And if you get articulation at the ball peg at the waist, blue starts to poke through. And I'm seeing that that's a little bit of the case here. I wish they had found a way to make it so that this was looser, or maybe the belt hung down or something, so that that wouldn't happen. I know that's a crazy nitpick thing, but it bugs me on my Cyclops. So I was hoping that other companies wouldn't have it. That said, he poses incredibly well. And if you just want to get the Marvel side of Marvel versus Capcom, and that's pretty much all you're going for, and you don't need it to mix with other lines, this might be the way to go because it does look good. So now let's see what the people are talking here when it comes to Psych. I opened something big here. Spaded One, thanks. He's amazing. Probably going to eventually get another Gomez. Oh, Nolan, you can't say these things. That means I might have to do these. I might have to get that. I'm putting away some money for the next Gomez. Oh, man. Stinking Gomez. If he's anywhere near as good as Doc Ock, I'll be happy. Or Doc Knock. Sorry. Clearly, I have Spidey on the brain. Spaded, I have Golden Dragon, Stealth Ops, and Agent Gomez. Some of my favorite figures to mess around with. So many options in the box. Soft goods, guns, accessories, hands, heads, etc. Total package. Yeah, and Gomez seems like, whenever I've seen The Amazing do a review of him, he seems like a figure that can move really well. So, I mean, the articulation on him looks amazing. Clank, I still need a Gomez. I still really want the Pink Skull Chaos Club and Cousin Eddie. Man, Cousin Eddie just looks insane. But that Chaos Club, was that the one that was the 3 Pink Skulls? Because that looked pretty crazy too. Pixelated, does anyone know the most recent ship month for the Mofex Andrew and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man? Ami sent an email saying it's been delayed. I don't know. I know that I got a delay for Rogue, and it sounds like she's not coming out until August now. But I didn't order the Andrew Garfield, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Rogue was supposed to be, was it April or May? Something like that. But they're really falling behind with Mofex right now. Hoping they can catch up. John, I think you'll be pleased. Oh, man. It is the good Mr. Matson. What have we? SHF have weird hips. I can't get past that. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It throws me off the way that they did the hips. Like where the hip matches or meshes up with the thighs, that articulation is weird. John, Dave, I pinged you on Twitter with a pic from someone who has done a comparison pic. Ah, okay. I might check that. Is that, I saw a comparison pic that had the, it was either the Marvel Edge, I'm thinking it was the Mofex Psych, the SHF Psych, and the Mofex Wolverine. Was that the one? Because if that was the one, John, I saw that, and it was pretty crazy. Because, like, the SHF Psych is going to be the same height as the Mofex Brown Suit Wolverine. He looks really good, but it's a pass for me. Never been a Cyclops fan. Yeah, I've never been a huge Cyclops fan either, but there is something, I don't know, he's kind of growing on me for whatever reason. John, as I've stated before, SHF is too darn small. I know. It's a shame. What we might do, you know how when Diamond Select, well, Marvel Select, when it was a thing, they would make large figures or large characters, and so you could kind of mix them in with your other Marvel stuff. What we might need is for smaller SHF figures, mix them in. Like their Wolverine might be just about a perfect height, because as much as I love the Mofex, it's probably a little too tall for what Wolverine should be. This Scott had me jumping for joy until I saw the size comparisons. Can't get past it. See, unless they show a bunch of Marvel and Capcom stuff fast. Yeah, they're gonna have to do that for a lot of people, I think. I love the way they did, or I love what they did with him, but I'm ready to buy a full line of Marvel versus Capcom figures. See, and I'm wondering, I think, I don't know, like, so Storm Arena, we were talking before about which line would go really well. What would be the ultimate Marvel versus Capcom. Oh man, sorry guys. Good Lord. I hate when I do that. But the ultimate Marvel versus Capcom lines to pair together. And I'm wondering if it's because of the way they're sculpted, Marvel Legends and Storm Arena as one, like those two against each other, and then Mafex versus Jada, because they are a softer sculpt on those two lines, and they're much more, they're not such a soft sculpt with the Storm Arena and the Marvel Legends. The problem with that for me would be the fact that the Marvel Legends don't have near as good articulation as the Storm Arena, whereas the Jada and the Mafex articulation, Mafex is still a little better, but it's pretty comparable. So I don't know. I guess that's up to you guys. But it's all, I mean, people that are into MVC, you guys are eating good. Not. Oh boy, I'd have to go back. What do we have? What do we have? See, I love what they did with them, but I'm not ready. Okay, gotcha. Also, he's got a really weird butt. That's true. I should probably, we need to scroll through to see all the pictures. He's got Mafex Carnage mouth. He does. I noticed that too. I thought, oh no. Because, you know, as much as I dog on Marvel Legends sometimes for some of the decisions they make, they've been sculpting heads really well. And they would not give you a Mafex Carnage mouth like that. Babro08 reposted this stream. Oh, thank you, Babro08. I appreciate it, man. That is awesome. Pixelated Spaded One. Luckily, there's only one post from MVC that shows it. Hang on, we got to go back. We got to go find Scott Butt. Oh, come on. Let me go. No, why did it stop me? Let's see. I wonder. See, I mean, yeah, they look. Oh, there it is. There's some Scott Butt for everybody. We'll just for you, Spaded One. We'll just stay here, and we'll carry on with the conversation here. So, is anybody excited? Like, is anybody going to get this? Because I thought I might give it a test drive until I saw the size, and I think a lot of people seem to be in that boat. Harry, the next Gomez is going to be a blaxploitation pimp Gomez. I saw that. That's right. That's right. He would go well with Tangerine. Dave, have you never even handled a Mezco fig? It's hard to describe, but they're insanely smooth to move around. They lack toe hinge and butterflies, but everything else is basically a dream to pose. I have not spaded one. It's a terrible thing. It's bad nerddom all the way around, but no, I've never handled a Mezco. Absolutely love this. Scale does bother me if the 5.7 is accurate, but not enough to put me off. Man, I see. That's good. That's good. I'm glad that people are stoked. I know. I do want to see the sizes when they come out. I would love to see some people do some comparisons and have it so that the 145 is wrong. I know people online are saying, come on, there's still time to tell Bandai that we need to up the scale, but it's going up for pre-order, July 1st? And then it's going to get released in November? I don't think that's the time for them to be able to make adjustments. Nolan, Harry, really? That would be so awesome. Oh yeah, Nolan. It's a pretty sweet looking Gomez, actually. Let's see. Actually, more shaft. Oh yeah, you're right. Got a little round tree going. Sweet. Gonna have to start putting some funds aside for him. Yeah, Nolan, same here. If I don't go nuts at DFW, sorry, DW. Wait, DFW. I think I was right there. Come on, Harry. Nice. Alrighty. Harry, Nolan, better get ready because it's going to be another 5-minute sellout for sure. Yeah. Psych might be too, just so everybody knows. Bandai/SHF has a line of Street Fighter figures if the scale isn't too far off. I know. And that's what I read online, people saying that they think the Ryu's taller than 145 millimeters. So that would be a bummer. Harry, From Nolan, Harry, yeah, it's crazy how fast they sell out. I've gone against that when it comes to Star Wars figures from SHF. Sci-Fi Ace also showed off their new Dukes of Hazzard racer. If the horn makes the same sound as the General Lee, I'm buying it. I do want Kilmer and Ironside from Ramen too. I think I saw the General Lee pictured, but clearly I didn't see it enough to save the stuff. All right, so there we go as far as Psych. That's all the thoughts. I don't have much. Honestly, I would have probably gone for him if it weren't for the fact that he is as small as he is. Makes me sadness. Makes me sadness. Does that even make sense? Not even a little. Now, here is the stuff that I was thinking was going to be just absolute insanity. Stuff that popped up today that I looked at and just thought, whoa, okay. We're on Toy Arc right now. So anyone who wants to follow along, head over to Toy Arc. Now, Spaded One's big problem, and I think a lot of people's problem when it comes to what we're seeing in front of us, is that John Connor comes with another T800. So this is a 2-pack right here. Everybody else, single release, but these guys on the bottom, like these three, the Batman, the Bloody Homelander, and the comic version Scarlet Spider are all going to be exclusives for the Mafex show that's coming up. And then we've got the Miles reissue. So let's go through some picks. We were right on our guesses with this T1000, which was pretty cool to see. But this Homelander looks absolutely wicked. Like this thing, I don't even know. I don't know that I want to get Homelander. Like, I don't know that I want to get into the boys figures, but this just looks so good. Look at those head sculpts. Like, I'm assuming that these are the head sculpts for the regular Homelander, and all this is that makes it exclusive is a different paint job. But that is absolutely insane, and possibly, and let me know if I'm wrong, because if I am, I kind of want to see what you're coming up with. Possibly the bloodiest figure I've ever seen, the bloodiest looking figure, bar none. This thing is ridiculous. And I'm noticing right now, it looks like a really similar bloody pattern on his forehead on at least these two, the top one and the one on the bottom right. But let's see what the people are saying when it comes to Homelander here. This thing is crazy. K-Mac looks sick. Thank you for stopping in, K-Mac. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, this thing looks ridiculous. Sci-Fi, speaking of bubbly, if you mix Coke with Ripple, you get a cripple. Champagne plus Ripple equals Shampipple. Good Lord, man. This is all kinds of good tastiness. Let's see. Coke with Ripple. Ah, see, I have bubbly and Coke. What will that get me? A Coakley? A Bubboke? I'm really bad at this, obviously. Spaded One, sold my Mafex T800 today for this. I don't need that many Arnolds. That's fair. That's fair. But now you can get John and Arnold, and all's good. I'm assuming the T800 came with accessories that this one won't come with, but I don't know. Homelander is going to be a one-picture figure. Hey, look at these faces. He's at least a 3-picture figure. You gotta swap out those heads. But man, you could have, I mean, he could just be, you get blood effects and you just keep this Homelander and like everything is just, you just kill all your figures with this Homelander. Like you could just have a weekly Homelander pick of him taking out somebody else and just all these bloody effects on your photo, have him there. It would look amazing. The 2-pack might have different accessories. Current T800 does not include damaged head. Oh, okay. Oh, I did not know that. Yeah, the T800 had all kinds of extra stuff, but no battle damaged head like they're packing in this 2-pack. That's how they get you. Oh, see, if I were big into Terminator, I'd end up with both. Because I'd be like, I need all the weapons. I need all the accessories. Spaded Pixelated has the same pistol in both rifle variations as well as the flower box. Okay, okay. All right, well, since we're going there, let's keep going. All right, we've got what I believe is the Nightfall Batman in black instead of blue. Now, help us out. Pixelated asked me on X, and I wasn't sure, but did he ever appear like this in the Nightfall storyline? And if not, have we ever seen a Batman in black with the yellow oval? Because this looks really good. Like, and I think we've all discussed, I mean, I think Spaded One was on there and said something about, yep, he's exclusive. And yeah, it does seem to be almost a mistake. Batman always sells. Do we really want to go exclusive with this? And I love these heads. This is, I think, I should have grabbed, hang on, let me see what I got here. Give me just a sec, guys. One of the nice things about doing this back here is I actually have my stuff. So let's see. All right, I'm gonna. Oh, wow. Yeah, that head is different. Okay, so they made at least different heads for this one. Hang on. I'm going to stop presenting this just for a second. Look at the picture right now. Look at the heads going on. And now check out how crazy those ears are on this Nightfall Batman. And then we've got the regular head, which is, yep, that looks a little closer. Maybe. To what we were just looking at. But yeah, these ears are much crazier than what we saw. So I'm wondering if we're looking at a new sculpt there with the head. At least new ears. All right, we'll go back to that right now. But yeah, like it looks like they were at least shaved down a little bit. The moves are all good. I mean, this is definitely, I mean, the body is the Nightfall Batman for sure. Ooh, and I don't know, what all doesn't he come with, you know? Like, does he not, you know what he doesn't come with? Hang on, hang on. He doesn't come with the spike cape. So this Batman, the Nightfall Batman, and I won't go away from this here. I'll just show you. Ah, now I'm dumping everything. He also doesn't come with the swimming head. Okay, so if you can see it, this cape came with the Nightfall that has kind of these spikes going on. Hopefully that's working because I'm not seeing my screen. Hold on. Let's go back here. There we go. So we've got this with the spikes on the cape. And then we've also got this breathing like he's underwater mask going on. But hopefully he comes with pretty much everything else. I'm just not sure. This could be a pretty basic Batman that's pretty cool, actually. Now, let's see. What do we have? Let's see here. Pixelated. Yeah, I was so upset seeing the flower box on the 2-pack. Boy. Basically, the 2-pack is the mall scene. Yeah, I still got to see T2. Maybe I'll try and make T2 a priority this weekend. That Batman might be the one for me. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. But I do want to know if we ever saw him in black with the yellow oval. This Batman looks great. Very tempting. Yep, and he's one of the exclusives, sadly. But he does look really cool. Spaded, that Batmanuel is a dang old dream figure. I may have to fork out. Batmanuel, we do need that. We need more. I saw, what was it, Fresh Monkey Fiction / Big Bad Workshop. If anybody remembers Barry from The Tick, it looks like they're doing Barry. And that's perfect because he's basically the Tick's body, just a different head, and he's in orange. I found it hilarious. I need Barry now. The Tick, if they keep going with the Tick line, I will load up on all those. Pixelated could probably also swap heads with the Bruce head from Hush. Ooh, you know what? I'm not sure you can. Hang on, hang on. I know, guys, I know. But truly, I have everything right here. So, and obviously my Mop-X stuff is pretty close. Let me see here. Pop that off. Let's see. I don't think so. I don't think it quite fits. No, we're not quite. It's the ball is too big for the hole. Let's see. I mean, it's hard to tell here, but when I try and put it on, it's just not. I mean, I could maybe. It looks awfully close. Like it looks like if I were to heat it up, I might be able to get it in there, but I don't know. I don't know that I want a chance snapping it, you know? But they are coming out with another Bruce, like an actual Bruce Wayne, and maybe the ball peg will be better sized for this. I'm just not sure. But hey, that's one of the nice things about being able to do this stuff at the desk in the office is I can find this stuff and we can see what we can make work. All right, Spaded. Yes, watch Terminator 2. I must watch T2. This is clearly becoming a thing. I saw Terminator. That's a big step for me. Since I started these live streams, you guys have trash talked me to the point where I have seen Terminator, I've seen RoboCop, I've seen Godzilla -1, and I've seen Alien. So those were all movies I hadn't seen that I have caught up on because of these live streams. So don't worry, T2 is definitely in the queue. Hang on. Oop, dropped a hand. Had to fix that. It was driving me crazy. It was right by my foot. Anybody use the Mafex Bane for a custom the tick yet? Man, that would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. I have not, because I'm a sick man for the tick, ladies and gentlemen. It is on pre-order. So we'll see. We'll see how close he is to Bane. Hush Bruce head doesn't fit on Nightfall. Nope. It was not a good time trying to make that happen. Nope, he hasn't. I will make that adjustment. I shall see T2. I remember John Byrne drawing Batman in black and gray with the yellow oval. There we go. Awesome sci-fi. Thank you, sir. Maybe this is a thing. Dave, what's your favorite movie? Oh, there's so many. I like a lot of the movies. I'm pretty basic with like Star Wars, it's Empire for sure. When it comes to the Marvel stuff, it's going to be, I think Winter Soldier. I think that still holds up the most. Man, what's one? Blues Brothers. I love the Blues Brothers movie. Man, there's a lot. Genuinely, there might be too many to just list a favorite. Who doesn't love Transformers 86? There's a lot to consider. How about you guys? What are the movies that you couldn't live without? The stuff you need to have in your collection. Think about that, and I will move on to what's next, which is more poses for Batman. But yeah, I think this is the only thing. I think we'll get the hands that came with the Nightfall. I don't think you'll get the cape with the spikes. I don't think you'll get the breather mask. I think the ears are much shorter, and you won't get, like, there's a piece that goes with the rebreather head that you kind of put in. Hang on, let me go to StreamYard so I can see. This part goes over the neck. It's kind of hard to tell and all that, but it's just there so that you can put the breathing head on it, or the one with the underwater breathing apparatus. So if they don't have that, then they don't have this. So I think you're going to miss out on you're missing out on the cape. You're missing out on this piece that goes with the cape. Or I'm sorry, you're missing out on the piece for the breathing mask and the breathing head, basically. But everything else, well, and you're missing out on this, although you're getting more of a dumbed down version. It looks like just smaller earpieces. But overall, I think people will be pretty happy with that Batman that go out and get him. Spaded trying to get a baseline for what kind of movies you have seen. I've seen many of the movies. Let's see, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, those were up there. I've seen a lot. It's just somehow some of the more sci-fi and horror stuff kind of just missed me. I think that's kind of where it was. Like I've seen a lot of comedy. I've seen a lot of adventure, like Indiana Jones, Star Wars, obviously, all those. Skew, hey everyone, yo Joe, late just got in from work. Skew, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining, even though you just got in from work. Much appreciated, man. John, the movies I bought in every format are Star Wars, original trilogy, Batman, oh, Mask of the Phantasm, nice call. There's a bunch of others that I bought in at least two formats. What was the one, Return of the Joker? It was it a Batman Beyond? I think it might have been a Batman Beyond story where the Joker comes back and he uses Tim Drake's body. Like it was basically Tim Drake as a young Robin killed the Joker, but then the Joker had injected Tim with stuff because he had him as prisoner and kind of turned him into a little Joker for a long time anyway, and made it so that Tim, when he turned into an adult, turned into Joker at certain parts of the day. Like it was freaky. It was crazy. I love that movie. Let's see. Spaded, favorite movie, TMNT, good call. True Romance, Forrest Gump was good, Point Break, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. Nice. That was quality. John, I guess that makes them my favorites. Yeah, that works for me, man. If you have them in a ton of formats, you got to be a fan of them. All right, Sci-Fi, thank you. I found what I think is that Batman. Batman Night Out looks like it's the same as the Mophex costume. Fantastic. The problem is now I'm looking at it going, ooh, maybe I need it now too. Can't top the minigun from previous T2 T800. Oh man. So you're saying if I were to go nuts on the Terminator, I'd have to get the previous T800. Clank, my top movies are Transformers, The Tron Legacy, Kingsman. Oh, Kingsman was really cool too. The Secret Service, Django Unchained, and Rudy. Django Unchained was amazing. I am a Tarantino fan. Like, oh man, guys, see, there's so many good things. Django Unchained and Glorious Bastards were fun, or was a fun movie. What was I? Will Ferrell stuff is kind of hit and miss for me, but I thought Talladega Nights was hilarious, and so was Step Brothers. Oh man, there's so much good stuff out there. Wayne's World, if we're going just straight up SNL style comedy, there's a lot of good stuff out there. Favorite movie is Spaceballs and History of the World Part 1. Nice. Nice. It's been so long since I've seen History of the World. Spaceballs has been a long time too, but I think I remember that one a little more. I listened on my drive home on Mondays. Just got my Dark Lawn. Nice, Mr. Madsen. I saw that all those Joes are now available on Amazon. So if anybody's missing that wave and you're after any of them, there you go. Hopefully they're still up there. John, remember everyone, TMNT is being re-released for its 35th anniversary on 8/17 and 8/20. Oh, as in re-released into theaters? Because I had not heard that. I'm also super partial to the John Wick series, but as a whole, not as individual movies. My favorite movies of the last 10 years. John Wick series, man. Oh, John Wick is good. That's what I'm saying, man. There's so much good stuff. It's so hard to come up with the favorites. Dave, need to see Aliens, T2, Aliens, Empire Strikes Back. Best sequels ever. Okay. T2 and Aliens. Got it. All right. All right. I hadn't heard many people talk about Aliens, so I'll definitely check that out too, because I thought Alien was pretty great. Actually, Terminator felt like so many people have kind of ripped it off that when I saw it, it almost felt like I've seen this kind of thing before. So hopefully I enjoy T2 quite a bit, even though I think Terminator was it was either that or Days of Future Past seemed to be the first of those kinds of stories. Exactly, man. That's awesome. Pixelated Dave, do you watch Rick and Morty? I don't. The jokes will be so much better once you've seen the recommended movies. I need to see Rick and Morty. By the way, everyone, if you've never seen True Romance, give it a watch. It's brilliant. It sounds familiar, Spaded One. Who is in True Romance? The cast will floor you. Well, there you go. Anton, what is up, man? The last of the Time Lords is indeed here. Good to see you, man. T2 will be a top fave. Okay. I remember seeing thinking that the graphics were insane for the time. James Cameron ripped off Terminator. He got sued and lost. Harlan Ellison wrote it. Really? Oh, wow. Is correct, and they're all arguably better than the originals. The Terminator is a great movie, and originally O.J. Simpson was going to be the Terminator, if not Arnold Schwarzenegger. Wow. That's one of my favorite things of the new Naked Gun, like the trailer, is Nordberg's son looking at the picture of his dad, just being like, I thought that was pretty great. Like, they didn't shy away from it, and I love that. Arnold and Jamie Lee Curtis. Was that? No, that was True Lies, wasn't it? Because I remember seeing True Lies. T2 and Aliens will explain all the video games that have ripped them off the last 30 years. Awesome. All right, let's go back. Let's keep going on what Mofex is showing off because it's crazy. Anybody who all stoked about this Miles? Because like I said, if you were 616 and more like the high school Miles, I'd be like, yes, I'm going to need this figure. But adult Miles, it's just not the same. But the figure itself, the way they put it together, this thing looks pretty incredible. Yeah. It does look good. And it looks angry. This is a Miles that is not the happy-go-lucky high school kid that we might kind of know a little bit. He had a rough time. Okay. And this webbing, I think, is a little new. The one that is most surprising, I think we'll get to Scarlet Spider, and I think he's got some new webs. But I'm not 100%. You guys, here we go. In fact, we've got Scarlet Spider, but let's jump in. I want to see what people are saying real quick. My bad. True Lies. Okay, Skew. You're good, man. I just couldn't remember. I wanted to be sure. Oh, dear. Skew, True Romance is classic too. Ensemble. How do I not? It sounds familiar, and I'm wondering if I have seen it and forgot. Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, Christopher Walken, Brad Pitt, James Gandolfini, Gary Oldman, Dennis Hopper, Val Kilmer, Bronson Pinchot, Sam Jackson, and wow. Okay, I have not seen True Romance. I'm sure I must have heard of it because it sounds crazy familiar, but I don't remember a cast that's that stacked except in Mars Attacks. Mars Attacks had a crazy stat cast, but I just didn't like it that much. Let's see. I stayed in the hotel when I went to Los Angeles where they shot the elevator scene. Oh, nice. Absolutely wild film. Now I'm going to have to see it, clearly. I mean, anything with Christopher Walken needs to be seen. Anton, that Miles Morales looks really cool. And as you like to have, you're very posable, so you could do all kinds of things with him. I know. He looks incredible. I'm just not into like the more adult. I want my adult Spider-Man to be Peter and the high school Spider-Man to be Miles. I think it's a good mix, considering both Scarlet Spider and Miles. Nice, John. Nice. I think the big difference here is the size of the spider on the Scarlet Spider's hoodie and the paint, obviously. Sci-fi legend, Caddyshack. Oh, Caddyshack. Easy Money, Lucky Number, Slevin, The Princess Bride. Oh, The Hateful Eight. Yeah, I forgot about that. Stripes, yes, Payback. Fright Night, The Monster Squad. Tombstone. How do I not say Tombstone? Pulp Fiction's in there. The Breakfast Club. It's good, but it's not one of the tops. Tombstone and Pulp Fiction for sure, and Unforgiven. As I'm reading this list, I'm like, how did I not say Unforgiven? I love that movie. Wanted, I don't think I've seen that one. Spaded, and True Romance was in 93. Everyone was young. Okay, I clearly need to see that as well. So right now the list is T2, Aliens, and True Romance. True Romance was also written by Quentin Tarantino. Oh, hell. Well, that is necessary. Spaded, nice to see other folks aware of that movie. Most folks look at me like I'm flirting with them when I bring it up. I had heard of it. Oh man, I feel like I need to see it now. I wonder if I heard of it because I was looking up Quentin Tarantino stuff after what Pixelated said. Need more cowbell. I've got a fever. Yep. And I heard that clip the other day too. I don't know why, but it always makes me chuckle. Poor Scarlet Spider. He is kind of an underappreciated character, though the clones... who? Oh, the Clone Saga, highly ridiculed, is interesting, especially Kane, the undeveloped clone of Spider-Man. Yeah, the Clone Saga did not get a whole lot of love. And I wasn't into Spidey enough to pick it up, so I guess it's good that I didn't. But I love this pose. The only thing that throws me off is I feel like his foot should be more pointed forward. But I'm not sure they could have done that. Yeah, he looks good. The one thing, so when it comes to the figure itself, he looks kind of like how they did the 075 Spider-Man, where he had some more subtle shading. Whereas the regular Scarlet Spider, his shading would be crazy subtle and he had really bright colors. This one looks toned down. So he's got probably a little more shading, but he doesn't have, kind of like how the comic styled Spider-Man was, where it has actual what look like comic lines on it. He doesn't have that, and they're calling this a comic style. Like, I would think you'd want this to just be a solid black up here for his head, but maybe not. I mean, he still looks really good. I'm not taking anything away from that. It's just, don't call him comic style because you've already shown what you can do with comic style, and this doesn't look so comic style. But it is a good-looking Spidey. See, check these out. Okay, for anybody that has any Spider-Man figures, are these new webs? Like, okay, I know that these bottom 4 webs are old. I know that these two with the handles, with the long handles, I know those are out there already. But these ones with the loops like this, I don't think I've seen these web effects. Did these come with the regular Scarlet Spidey? Or are these kind of exclusive web effects? Anton, sorry to be very controversial, but I'm not a big fan of Catfish Act. I do like, but I'm in the danger field in it. I do like Ted Knight in it, but I don't like Chevy Oh, Caddyshack. Okay, Caddyshack. Let's see. I do like Ted Knight in it, but I don't like Chevy Chase. See, Caddyshack, I thought Caddyshack was great, but a lot of that was more due to Bill Murray and Rodney Dangerfield. I think those two really made the movie. I do think that Chevy Chase had a few scenes that were just, the delivery was so deadpan, it was quality. But I think the movie more rests on Rodney Dangerfield and Bill Murray, honestly. And Ted Knight did a great job as well. Spaded one. I like the colors on this Scarlet Spider much better, but they really should have done the torn up hoodie for this. Ooh, well, that might be something Rebel 10 Customs get. No, those aren't new, just a repaint. Crap, Spaded one. Who did they come with? Because I've got the only Spider-Mans I have is I've got the, what is it, Classic Colors or whatever. I can't remember what they called it. The one with the really bright blues and reds. And then I've got the Symbiote Spider. So lame, so lame. Don't miss the, let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're there. Dang it. All right. So if we keep going through here we go. Now, what do you think John Connor would cost on his own when we see this sizing? Like, would Moppex even want to do that? I don't know. But this is a great Arnold likeness. And this is me having not seen T2. We've all seen Arnold, though. Now, John Connor, I don't know as well, because again, I haven't seen the T2. But look at that. Oh, that is an Arnold head right there. And you guys will have to let me know if this John Connor head is pretty good. I'm not sure, but I have to say one thing that I think Muffex is really stepping up their game on are the head sculpts and the paint work. I mean, these are perfect Arnold heads. It's ridiculous. All right, what have you? I've never seen those web effects before. I had neither, but it would be nice to find out because I'm just curious. Spaded one, just noticed the tucked in pistol. Ah, things that you see that I miss. No, cool. Skew, go watch, bro. They are fire on point. It must happen. JC looks to be about the same size as Robin from the Dark Knight Returns 2-pack. Okay. I don't have that one. But I've heard mixed things about that Robin. The Batman people love. True Romance was supposed to start off in Detroit, and Slater worked at a comic book store. Same for The Crow. They never mention the city, but it's Detroit. The creator, James O'Barr, is from Michigan. Nice. As long as we see the Rensen in there, we know it's Detroit. Anton, Ted Knight did not like Rodney Dangerfield at all because Knight is a professional actor and poor Rodney was just starting. I had heard that Ted Knight didn't really like being on the cast and like even on set at all, but I could be way off. I don't know why I heard that. I don't know where I heard that or what or any of that stuff. So let me know if I'm off on that. But yeah, Rodney and Bill Murray made it for me, but Ted Knight was a tremendous actor in that flick. The most iconic scene from True Romance is between Dennis Hopper and Christopher Walken. It's on YouTube. Okay, but I'd feel like I was cheating, Sci-Fi. I need to go find True Romance and just watch it all. I need to know all the context, all the nuance. Which motorcycle to go for this set? Any recommendations? Help pixelate it out, folks. I don't know. I got nothing on this. Yes, I think the Judgment Day is superior to the original film, and that action figure really captures the essence of both guys. Sweet. Spaded one. Yeah, this T800 has a black shirt, and they show the pistol tucked into the belt. The old version had a gray shirt and couldn't tuck the pistol. Oh, all right. Let's head back real quick. We got, okay. Wait, no, what am I missing? Oh, okay, I got it here. Or do I? Hang on. Okay, I am sucking at this. I am way zoomed in on Arnold now. Those just look like straps on his coat. Excuse me while I look to see if I can find a pistol on Arnold's belt. Dang it. I think it just looks like straps. But that's not his belt so much. That's just his coat. Maybe it's under there and I'm just missing it. Oh dear. Anton, I remember many years ago they tried to do a Terminator action figure for kids and they were terrible. And they tried to make it into a Saturday morning cartoon. Yes. That sounds amazing. Oh, the Punisher motorcycle. Wait a sec, you're talking the Legend style, right? I actually had that for a while. Content warning on that Hopper / walking scene. I'm good with it. T800 from T1 was way different from T2 T800. Okay. All right. Probably a more good guy version. And how do I forget Animal House and Superman? Aliens, Predator, RoboCop, Fast Times, Blade 2. I haven't seen any of the Blades either. But Animal House, I love. Superman was amazing. Batman 89. Oh man, I can't wait. I need this Corn Sweat Superman to be awesome. Judgment Day is definitely the best of the Terminator films. It's pretty much perfect as an action movie. Dang it. All right, I'm in. Agreed. Oh dear. They did that with RoboCop and Aliens also, rated R cartoons. I seem to remember a RoboCop one, but I don't remember Aliens. Yeah, 112th, go with Punisher motorcycle. Okay. Yo, WTF, you've never seen Blade. I know, I know. I know. I know. I know. I will. I will see Blade. Okay, let's okay, we will continue shaming me in a little bit, I'm sure. All right, here is Pistol Flower Box. I gotta see. Okay, Spaded One. Am I just missing it? All right, first the T1000 is awesome. I want to go back to Arnold again here because I gotta just be missing it. I know. You're looking at dead air and you're like, why is he zooming in there? I'm looking for a gun, lady. Well, that didn't sound right either. Um, Gotta find where this is tucked in. Dang it. Oh, there we go. There we go. I found it. It's actually tucked. I was looking at holster type stuff. Never mind. Never mind. We're good. Everybody can relax. I figured things out. So you really see white man can't jump when someone says Wesley Snipes? What's that like? What? No, I do, actually. I did see White Men Can't Jump, so I think of Wesley Snipes from that. I think of Woody Harrelson from that. It's all good. Okay, I need to see Blade. I know. Gotta see Blade 1 and 2. There's only ever been one Blade. There's only gonna be one Blade. Yep. My bad. Are you in your office now that you finally have completed? Anton, I am in the office. It feels like it's never going to be completed, but I am in the office. Like right now, I've got fluorescent lights above me. I need to make an adjustment and do something different with the lighting in here, obviously. I told the guys at the beginning of the stream that what I'm going to do is every week, I'm going to try and make it just a little better here. Like behind me, there's a lot of blank space. I'm going to work on that some. And obviously, I need to do something about the lighting too. But yes, I am in the office, and it seems to be a much better spot so far. The Toy Odyssey, we need a Mofex Kyle Reese and a T2 Sarah. I wonder how deep they're going to be, or how deep they're going to go. Oh, Demolition Man. I didn't see that either. Oh boy. Anton, they tried with Aliens. They had a line of action figures, but it never went anywhere. I remembered the line of action figures. I don't remember the cartoon. Grats on the office, or grats on the office, Dave. Thank you, Skew. I appreciate it, man. This is why being in the office is why I was able to go and grab all the Batman stuff that we were looking at there. Okay, now let's keep going. Let's keep this Mofex train flying, rolling. Keep it on the tracks. Man, okay, I wanted to stop here again. Those are just incredible. Like, those are amazing Arnold heads. That's ridiculous. All right, now we've got the T1000. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, we pretty much called it on the stream when this thing was shown off. Like when it was just a teaser image. They basically go in. This face sculpt is also pretty awesome. I remember how freaky this dude looked when it came to the trailers. But look at this. That is so sweet. Ugh. Yep. And we pretty much figured that they would swap out the lower torso based on what they did with the Catwoman figure I've got. And I am curious how they're going to do the upper torso. I've got a Nightwing where you take the back off and plug a new back on. So for this, are you going to take the front off and plug a new front on? But yeah, this is ridiculously cool. And like, obviously, I haven't even seen T2, and I'm tempted by this dude. Like I said, I remember the commercials and seeing just how crazy the CG was at the time. And what's this guy's name? Is it Robert Patrick? The actor, I mean? Man, look at all that. Yeah, this is sweet. And it looks like, oh, okay. So you replace everything. The lower arms. Wait a second. How the heck? So we've got to be able to pull off the lower arms, it looks like. How do they connect? So are we... Okay, that's messed up. Or... Hang on. I got to look more. Now I'm doing my own investigation. Oh, that's... Wow. Maybe not. It's got to be... Wow, I don't know. Like, it looks like it's just... Like, there's a plug in here that you plug in. Maybe you just pull them off. I've never had a Mafex figure that does that you remove the lower arms so that you can make this work. It's got to just slide in there, though. That is crazy. Skew, will he need a coffin for T22, y'all? I don't know things. Oh dear. Anton, all those perhaps are from the movie. He hides the pistol grip shotgun in the flower box. Ah, okay. That would make sense. Pixelated, the Toy Odyssey. Mafex has to make a Sarah Connor. Let's see, when she went all Terminator. What? Oh no. Sarah Connor went crazy? John should have had the ATM hacker. He has no accessories but the backpack. Ugh. Okay, I said Sarah Connor, and somehow Siri thought I said Siri. Okay. John, I have the NECA T1000, and it's not this good. Well, NECA feels to me like they are a step above Super 7, but I'm not sure how high above. Yeah, Robert Patrick. Woohoo! He's in Peacemaker. John Cena's dad. Nice. I do need to get HBO Max or whatever it's going to be at some point. Skew John Megafax. Yeah. Oh, man. Pixelated fits over top the arm once you remove the hands, maybe. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe the hands play a big part into it. He's in. Okay. I got it, Skew. Thanks, man. Sci-Fi. Everybody laughed and called BS when Robert Patrick was supposed to fight against Arnold until everyone saw the film. After that, everyone had mad respect for Patrick and barely mentioned Arnold. Wow. Anton, that's awesome that you have an office now. And poor mom doesn't have to worry about fixing her dinner or making a snack while you're trying to do videos. This is fair. This is fair. One of the things that would happen is because I was on her laptop, they would, and it's connected to her phone. Sure, you guys remember if you've been watching for a while, somebody would be calling her. And if she was in the next room, her phone's right there, the phone would start ringing on the laptop. That was a little annoying, but it's fixed now. So I'm stoked. Spaded one. They gave T1000 more head sculpts than John, and that dude doesn't even emote or blink. Well, yeah, but he does get shot a lot. Does John really can't emote? He's a kid in the movie. Pixelated, never mind. It looks like the arm can be replaced just after the bend on the battle-damaged body. Yeah, that's how I'm wondering how they do it. Like, usually you would think there's a little nub or something there to snap onto the lower part. but it almost looks like now they're going plug style. So I'm just curious how they're pulling that off. That's really cool. Robert Patterson, I think. Robert Patrick or Patterson? Like, are you talking the T1000? Super 7, more like Pooper 7. Am I right? Yes, you are. I shouldn't say that. I've never handled a Super 7 figure. They just don't appeal to me that much. See, Robert Patrick equals T1000 equals roll of a lifetime. Anton, he later took Fox Mulder's place on the X-Files. Oh, I did not know that. Of course, I didn't really watch the X-Files. Oh, dear. I know. Robert Patrick. Okay. Got it, Bad Bro. Thanks, man. Oh, righty. Let's jump in and keep going. That one to me is probably the most exciting. That just looks cool. And, well, we don't need to keep going too much. That was it, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, we've got a 2-pack with the T800 and John Connor. Then we've got the T1000. Those are all up for pre-order right now, I believe. I'd have to double check, but I think you can pre-order them now. And then for the Mafex show coming up in July, the Batman, the Homelander, and the Scarlet Spidey are exclusives for that. And then we've got your reissued Miles Morales. So there you go. That's pretty much everything that I had on the docket to talk about this fine evening. Is there anything else you guys have seen that we should bring up? Actually, you know what? Harry brought up the Valaverse, the Praetorian. And I believe, hang on here. Let me go to Instagram and I'll see if I can find it on the Valaverse page. I will find the Valaverse because usually I can find stuff like that there. Let's see here. Oh my. Okay, let's share this screen. We'll knock these out. This would be the one you're talking about, I believe, Harry. This is the DFW exclusive one. Yep, looks like it. Wow, I haven't seen these shots. Oh dear, ladies and gentlemen. I always like black and red together, but this one takes it a step above. Like, until I saw this, the black and red Praetorian was definitely my favorite. Like, no doubt. But this is sweet. Who is jumping on these Praetorian figures? Even if you're not on the Valaverse train, who's going nuts for these? Because these are wonderful figures. I'm kind of blown away here. And isn't that the Action Force logo? Did Action Force steal? Like this isn't the Crimson, what is it? The Crimson Shadows or whatever? It's not that logo, and that's the first Praetorian. So did Action Force steal this, and is he on their side now? That is cool. That is super cool. By the way, folks, we're going to go till about 9 o'clock this fine evening because I think we're running low on things that we didn't know much about. Spaded, I'm getting the Miles re-release and the Terminator stuff. Throw a different head on that T1000 and you have a Mafex cop. Oh, that's true. Hopefully we can find some heads that work. Fire! Ooh, that was bad. I shouldn't do that. Didn't the kid in Terminator, the actor, play and get into all kinds of trouble later on? I don't know. I don't know all those things. But yeah, this Praetorian is pretty ridiculously awesome. John, love the accessories on this, but actively dislike the paint on the figure itself. Let me go back here a little. Let me see. I gotta go to the actual window. Otherwise, bad things happen. I can kind of see, it says Crimson Shadow Technologies. Maybe, was that the Crimson Shadow logo? Oh, it is the Crimson Shadow logo. Never mind. This is clearly me not following the lore like I should be doing. Man, the way they lit him up, though, that's really sweet. That's a great shot. I love that picture. This one I think is my favorite because of how this green really just jumps from the screen. I see what you're saying, John, because I mean, like I said, for a lot of the Praetorians, I didn't think the colors looked great at all. I did like the red and black, or I do like the red and black. This one, I don't see. I think this one's pretty cool too. And I think what sells it for me at least are the fluorescent green, or is the fluorescent green highlights that pop through. But I totally get not digging because of the colors. If they're not your thing, they're not your thing. I wonder, like with something like this, it's the opposite of green. Why am I blanking right now? So the opposite of blue is orange, red is cyan. Wow, why am I totally blanking? Anyway, we want a complementary color. And actually, we have kind of a drab green here. So a nice background color for this would be like a bright orange or a red or something. And they kind of crushed it with the way that they backlit this and even frontlit him a little bit. That looks really good. Yeah, I'm a fan. Oh dear, much talking. Furlong did have some issues later on. Ah, that's too bad. Poor kid. That's what happens. Childhood stars in Hollywood. Bad juju. Praetorians are cool. I got the green ones. Don't know if I need more. Yeah, but do we really need any of them? I mean, Mr. Madsen, it is pretty. I have all of the Praetorians except the clear one. I'll use the green heavy weapons Furies as gamma powered androids for the leader against the Hulk. That's a good call, sci-fi. I think you were talking about a bunch of this stuff that you can use for that kind of diorama, that kind of display. Is the Praetorian supposed to be an army builder? It is pixelated. There are many Praetorians. Spaded. That thing looks like an alternate reality Xbox. Oh, that's a good call. Like Master Chief run through a Netflix filter. Wow. Oh, that's not a bad call at all, actually. That might be about perfect. The green pops. It pops you. I tried not to say pops, but yeah. Yes, they are androids. Everybody have a great night. You too, Anton. Thanks for stopping by tonight, man. It's always appreciated. Skew, take care. Anton. Anton's having a good. It's the Betty Bye. Purple? Purple, yes. Why could wait, no, purple's like yellow. But purple would be kind of cool here too. Anton, take care. Heck yeah. Oh my god, fire effects are dopeness. Yeah, Valaverse does a great job on the fire effects, on the burst stuff. Did you see my flamethrower pick from yesterday? One of them used the Vala flamethrower and FX. Ooh, I did not. We will go there, Mr. Madsen. Arnold treated him right. Furlong, James Cameron too. The issues happened after T2 in Hollywood scene. Of course. Of course. That sucks. Edward Furlong, you mean the Crow? Bus? I got nothing. Pixelated, if it's a little more than the price of an accessory pack, then it could be worth it. Ah, he had a great time playing John Connor, Furlong. Oh man, you feel bad about that kind of stuff when you hear it, you know? All right, let us go find the good Mr. Madsen. Wait, it's Manu, right? Nope, I was off. Why do I stink at this? Is this the one you speak of? Let's see here. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty ridiculously sweet, actually. Sci-fi. Yep, Edward Furlong played in a Crow film. Sick. Yeah, said he had problems before T2 and after, and yes, he was the Crow in one of the sequels. Ah, that's too bad, man. Yep, that's the one. Awesome. Those are some sweet fire effects. And you lit this really well, Mr. Matson. Like, you can totally see that that's light coming off of these onto these guys, like off of the flame effects. Oops. Yeah, Furlong basically front loaded all his success and couldn't keep up. Last time some, I think it was a dentist commercial he did for free dental work. Insert Rick James quote here. Ah, that's a shame, man. Sci-Fi George, I disbelieve, much like Highlander, there's only been one The Crow movie. Ah, 'twas Brandon Lee. Pixelated, yep, that is a killer pick. I love the way the light's playing on it. I was showing a friend how to light them, and I showed him the behind the scenes so he could learn. Awesome. That's what we love to see, Mr. Matson. And if anybody ever wants to see any kind of behind the scenes stuff, let me know. Like I'll do that all day. I need to figure out how to create more content anyway. So yeah, let's have some fun. The pic came out so nice. I posted it also. The pic from showing your friend, you mean? Yeah, it's sweet. And you can see kind of the cyan color, like this teal turquoise kind of color back here, how well it plays with these reds going on. That's quality right there. That's nice. Whether intentional or not, man, that looks fantastic. Fire! Brandon Lee and Mark Dacascos for me. Mark Dacascos. I don't think I know that name. Dave, I'm here because of your YouTube tutorial series. Please do more behind the scenes. Got it, Pixelated. All right, all right. I will at least be able to show. I need to figure out, guys, and let me know what you think of this. So I spend a lot of time, not as much as I could probably, but I do spend probably an hour and a half a day between shooting the prompt pick, doing the description, doing the editing, setting it up to schedule it to post on all the socials and all that stuff. I'm wondering if I should be devoting more of that time to the YouTube videos and more of the behind the scenes type videos. And hopefully by the end of those, I have a pick that we can use for something. My worry is it would take away from the prompt picks. And we've built a pretty awesome community on X with those prompt picks. So I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Do you think sacrifice maybe one or two prompt picks for more videos? Or what? What do you think? Because that's kind of where it might end up, but I don't know. I still have a lot more time I can try and play with. Spaded, really wild that we almost got Jason Momoa as Conan and the Crow. I would have lost my crap. That Conan was terrible. I've heard, I think it was Mr. Madsen that said that that was a terrible Conan, but it was the most faithful, I believe. Thank you for noticing the cyan. Of course, Mr. Madsen. That's why I put the vomit emoji after saying he played the Crow. There's also no Superman 3 or 4, Blade 3, Flash movie, etc. You know, I'm totally with you on those things. At least the ones I know. Stairway to Heaven TV Crow series didn't suck. In my humble opinion, loved it. Mark Dacascos. Check him out, Dave. All right. Why not? We were zooming in on T800's Beltline. All right. What do we have from John? Though, jokes aside, I'm kind of interested in Henry Cavill's Highlander reboot. I need to know more. I didn't see the movie. They did a cartoon series, Highlander, that I saw a lot of. So I need to go back and I need to see the movie Highlander. And then I feel like I'd be more prepared for Cavill's. But yeah, this looks really cool. I'm a fan. All right, so let's shut this down. What do we have right now? Oh, 9 o'clock exactly. Look at that. There's clearly more I have to do when it comes to the background here, by the way, ladies and gents. I mean, yeah, there's a lot I have to do back here, but things look at least more like a collector's here than just somebody with a big dining room in the background. Pixelated. Some of the behind the scenes could be done as short reels slash videos, and then people can engage if they have questions. Try it lower effort at first with a view of the of the gear and backdrop. Okay, that's not a bad plan because that way you're not spending all the time making one huge video, spaded one. They need to give up on live action Conan or Conan. Clearly, something else I did, guys. If you guys get on YouTube and you watch, like, I think it's called Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. Like, those podcasts are pretty funny, actually. Let's see, Conan for a while and do an adult animation series, really lean into the pulp stuff and not even bother keeping a continuity. Just adventures. That might be kind of cool. Ghost Tab, Highlander should be last in your movies to watch. Number one should be Terminator 2. Oh, don't worry, don't worry. T2 is definitely number one. Then it sounds like maybe True Romance needs to be up there. Henry Cavill finished filming Voltron this past spring. I forgot that he was doing that. Oh man, that's going to be crazy. They did a Conan animated series. They did. I did not know that. Great googly moogly. Maybe I need to find some of that stuff. All right, ladies and gents, like I said, we're past 9 just a little bit. King Conan with Arnie on the way, supposedly. Oh, wow. That's ridiculous. Yeah, but that was a kid show in the 90s. All right, that's fair. So what you're saying is we need something like the one that had Tigra, the Fire and Ice cartoon or the Fire and Ice movie. We need a series like that, I'm guessing, is what you're thinking. I wouldn't be against it. Kind of like that sort of craziness. Now, I haven't seen that, but I've seen the animation, and it does look good. Anyway, folks, here we are. We're a little past 9. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by at the first live stream that's at the office. We're going to keep going with these. I'm going to definitely do something to make all this look a whole lot better. It's going to improve steadily over the next few weeks, and hopefully within a month or two, it's going to look pretty darn good. So, thanks for stopping by. Like I said, you could have done anything this fine evening, and instead, you chose to hang out with all of us, and I certainly appreciate it. So until next time, have fun and happy snapping. See ya. This is